The girl, living alone, passed out in the hallway, preparing to undress and sleep. Suddenly, a stranger picked her up. She immediately called the police. But when the police arrived, it was Minar who was apologizing. It turned out, this was her neighbor's house. Minar had a terrible habit. When she got drunk, she would always go to her neighbor's house and cause a scene. The man, being kind-hearted, would always return her home. After learning the truth, Minar was mortified, feeling completely humiliated. Thankfully, her neighbor was kind and didn't hold it against her. Before leaving, Minar apologized again and even asked if the neighbor wanted to have a drink. A month later, she went to apologize in person, bringing a gift.
先輩、何も言わずにこれ受け取ってください。
そうですか。ではいただきます。
Her neighbor calmly accepted it. Just as the door opened, Chuya sensed something odd. A chef's sense of smell never lies. The apartment reeked of the stench of a decaying body. Though Minar could smell it too, she thought it wasn't her problem. Back at the radio station, Mizuho received a strange message. It was about a girlfriend who had turned into a ghost seeking revenge. Minar didn't take it seriously, but when she saw it was signed by her neighbor, she thought it might actually be true. At that moment, the station manager arrived, suggesting that supernatural events were perfect material for the show and immediately assigned Minar to cover it. Minar refused, so Mizuho was sent instead. But Minar couldn't sit still and decided to go with him.
一緒に行こう。何があってもお前を守ると誓ったことを忘れていたよ。
ありがとうございます。いつの間にそんな誓いを。
The two arrived at the location. After ringing the doorbell, they saw the neighbor looked terrible. After some introductions, he led them inside. As the door opened, they saw talisman papers hanging on the walls. The neighbor, looking exhausted, explained that his girlfriend's ghost would soon appear. The next moment, the wind picked up inside the house, followed by black liquid dripping down. In just a few minutes, the neighbor had lost his mind. Mizuho asked him about his relationship with his girlfriend. It turned out she was his first love. Although they traveled often together, they never had sex. Eventually, the neighbor couldn't take it anymore and wanted to be with her, but the girl, shy and reserved, suggested they go to a secluded hot spring. The hot spring was deep in the mountains, a half-day's walk from anywhere, but during tourist season, people occasionally pass through the area. So, to avoid being seen, they went to a less-traveled volcano. Just as they were about to have sex, the neighbor passed out. When he woke up, his girlfriend had vanished. Minar found the story hard to believe. No one would take that seriously. Minar decided to perform an exorcism and went straight to the attic. Inside, there were swarms of flies. She searched around and finally found the source. It was just a leaking water pipe, but the water was clear, just regular tap water. Minar then noticed several plastic bags, which, when combined, were about the size of a human woman. She called the police, and soon, the neighbor was taken away. Now, he was completely out of it, unable to tell reality from dreams. She only hoped he would repent soon. However, the next day, the dismemberment case didn't make the news. The bags contained lamb meat, and it had actually fallen from Minari's house. That's when she remembered the 50 kilograms of lamb her family had sent from her hometown last year. Since the fridge was full, she had stored it under the floorboards, then completely forgot about it. Eventually, the floorboards were crushed, and the meat ended up on the neighbor's attic roof. Minar hadn't repaired the pipes in time, causing the leak, which led to the whole chain of events.